Hey, fellow green thumbs, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, episode 55, Better Greenhouse. So the first order of business is an opportunity for you to vote. And I've tried to describe exactly how the task relates to what you're voting on. So we have winter preparation, enclose the farm into a greenhouse, because I have one of two farms enclosed. Winter preparation of preserving fruit or starting trapping. Then also enclose the apiary, because the bees will go dormant if they're not kept inside. Steel making, which would be start a pulverizer. Quality of life, work on the storage room, like setting up chests and the like. Setting up a kitchen. Now that we have mechanical power, I could get a quern and a bread oven and other stuff. We could also enclose and illuminate the base, because we've had some issues with drifters messing with us. The other thing that I could do is also make a panic room for when temporal storms hit. They're rather easy to make. And I could even make it so that the entire base is somewhat of a panic room, but I don't think I'll do that. Number 9 is a kind of a boring option, but sometimes it's needed, which is maintain and improve the home, because homes need maintenance. And number 10 is viewer suggestions. So what I'm going to do right now while you guys vote is to maintain the farms. Making sure that everything is growing nice, because just because we have a working windmill doesn't necessarily mean I can't improve it with additional sails and make it work faster. The more mechanical power that we add to this windmill, the more I'll be able to power from it, meaning not just one health hammer, but possible multiples, and then also getting a mechanized quern and a pulverizer off of it. So all of that would be good to do. It also seems to me like I've got some rot. So how about we make another barrel? Because I have enough rot for another barrel, or possibly 2 other barrels. So we'll do that. A barrel is sticks and planks. Stick, plank, plank, stick. I'm gonna need a saw. And again, I'm running low on sticks. I feel like sticks are my nemesis. If I had a nemesis, an inanimate object nemesis, it would be sticks. This is not the internet trend of planking, by the way. That is something completely different. So I'm gonna make 2 barrels. Just because now that Terra Preta is a crafted recipe, I might as well just prepare a lot of rot for compost. Seems like a reasonable thing to do. And that's not how barrels are laid out. Good job, me. A plus for the attempt. Yeah, Terra Preta is now crafted. So you can craft it 2 different ways. If you have high fertility soil that you used to make pre 119, you can take your high fertility soil, which unfortunately if you've already tilled it is kind of a problem, and surround it with this stuff, which is compost, bone meal, and charcoal to make Terra Preta, or charcoal, compost, bone meal to make Terra Preta. So it's a crafted thing now. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, maybe it's a server setting, I haven't checked, but I think the way it works now is if you generate a new world, it will not have Terra Preta generated. But perhaps it's a server option. I'm not sure about that. So there we go. I have a whole bunch of rot sealed up, waiting for it to compost. And as soon as this red meat rots, I'll compost that as well. So it is October the 5th. And you guys want me to do some winter prep. I'll put 1 more minute on this poll here. So you have 1 more minute to vote. Hey, Dimitri, welcome to a stream, dude. Hope all is well in your corner of the world. But yeah, the illumination's going to be quite nice. So as far as I could tell, we didn't have any flax or really any crops at all ready to harvest. Let's do a quick scan, one last scan before I start working on whatever you guys vote on. No, everything there looks incomplete. Soon we'll have some cabbages though. And then I'll load up my my wagon and bring it to Ba Sing Se. All right, we are going to enclose the other farm in a greenhouse. Got it. I'll update the priority accordingly. Now, the thing about this is I would like to probably redesign the way I lay out greenhouses entirely for allowing for economies of scale. So I'm going to prototype the right greenhouse the way I want the way I probably will retool the left greenhouse at some point. 7. I'm going to do a little extra mining here, making this an even larger area. So what is this now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't want this room to get too large to be classified as a room, but I want this room like as large as possible. 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13. Okay, so that's 13. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. 14 by 14 is the maximum. Just for symmetry's sake, I'm going one shy of the maximum. So, this serves two purposes. To be able to build the greenhouse. I know it, I said I'm working on a greenhouse, but to be able to build the greenhouse, I need building material, obviously. And then I might as well get the building material from excavating a storage area rather than excavating like a countryside. 2 birds, 1 stone. Well, or 140 stone or whatever that is. You've been watching the Taming the Wild Dwarf Fortress series? All of the content I make, for the most part, or at least I will say the first time I play a game, I try to explain things as simply as possible, breaking it down into bite-sized pieces so that if you're new to the game, you can figure out what's going on. You can learn for yourself. I do have some tutorial series, but generally speaking, my content is like a hybrid of Let's Play and tutorial. Games that I've played a bajillion times will descend into far less of a tutorial. But yeah, it's something I like doing. It's something I enjoy. I was actually creating guides, like Steam guides and things like that, way before I ever became a YouTuber. I became a YouTuber accidentally, making things for fun, and they caught on, and I was getting moved around a lot for my wife's work, and I was like, you know, maybe I'll try to do this YouTube thing, and you know, it worked. It panned out. But I got very lucky. I don't have that kind of survivorship bias of like, oh, just hard work and you'll make it. It's like, no. I got stupidly lucky, and most streamers in my position got stupidly lucky. It does take a lot of hard work, but it's not just hard work. But thank you for tuning into a stream, and welcome. How big is this room size? So this room size is 13 by 13, which is one shy of the 14 by 14 maximum. The maximum size room is 14 by 14 by 14. Obviously, there's, for a storage room, unless I want to make it look like some sort of massive library archive, which could be like a fun, you know, flex project at some point, but that's obviously out of scope of what I'm doing right now. But yeah, this is one shy of the max. And the only disadvantage of not hitting maximum size, really, is, or going beyond maximum size, rather, is that whatever you build will be ambient outside temperature. So it can't, in other words, be heated. That would be fundamentally the difference. So, one way to tell if that's the case, there is some mods that will show you whether or not you're in a room, and whether or not things are, like, valid rooms. And obviously, as I'm, like, digging this out and making it dark, I'm inviting drifters to spawn down here. This is something I will solve once I have more lanterns. But, another really easy way is to put, like, 2 baskets. One inside of the place that you think is a room, and one outside, and see if the parish difference kind of says, hey, yeah, this is an enclosed space. Because if there isn't a parish timing difference, parish modifying difference, then obviously it's not a room. Alright, that should be enough blocks. Maybe I don't think these candles are bright enough, but I'll try to move the candles to the center of the room. You know, one other thing that I could do is move one of the lanterns. Like move this lantern into there. It's not going to be enough light. And then just, let's see. Move this mold there, put some candles on both sides. Yeah, it's not a lot of light up here. But then, wait. Where'd my lantern go? Oh, right, I have 2. I was like, lost a lantern. It's actually getting dark, so I'm gonna dual wield lanterns. It's too bad that's not a thing that you could do to, like, make it extra bright. There we go. As you can see, if I put my lantern away, this room is no longer, like, cavernously dark. Lanterns are very nicely illuminating. So how about I demonstrate that whole, like, hey, check if it's a room thing. That seems reasonable, given I just suggested it. So all we need for that is a door and a few reed baskets. That's it. Reed chests, rather. And that finally perished. Perfect. So I'm going to temporarily borrow that. Rot. Looks delicious. So if we set one of these up here, boop. This is obviously outside. It has a parish food speed of 0.46. The problem with this is it's obviously open. Because that's a 1x2. So one moment. How do I want to fill that in? I don't even know. Maybe just make some more cobblestone. Oh, that's not clay. I don't have clay on me. I don't need too much of the cobblestone. So what I'm trying to do for the greenhouse redesign is to use a lot more slab, because it will cut down the cost considerably. Because slabs cost 3, where 3 stone, whereas cobblestone costs. I should have made slabs here actually, but stones cost the blocks cost 8. And put this down, and I think so here, as you can see, it's 0.44, and then if this was, if this was 0.44, obviously it would be considered like outside, but oh, interesting. No, maybe I'm wrong about this mechanic. I would have to use the mod to determine whether or not things are in a room. But this basket is going back up into the farm, or in the greenhouse rather, because that's how rot works. So I suppose I will just say, hey, go check with the mod. I think it was just because it was underground. That's what changed the modifier. Holy moly, I got so hungry. Okay, I am going to have to take a quick break from greenhousing, which I haven't even started, to eat something, because I am stupidly hungry. Nutrition's pretty good other than dairy. Alright. Oh, hello. I don't have a very secure home, as you may have noticed. That was an option on the polls, but Greenhouse won out. At some point, maybe we'll bother with a secure home, but not today. So, the redesign. So what I wanted to do is to use a lot more slab in the design, and the purpose of the additional slab is to reduce cost, so let's get to that. So it will probably be the same walk-up with door. I would also, once I have more quartz, probably want to incorporate some additional windows into the whole design as well, so that we can look into it and it's prettier, right? Because that matters to me. All right. Let's get some more path blocks as well. Wait, I just had dirt on me. I must have put my dirt somewhere. Where did I put my dirt? I'm so confused. This is my medium fertility soil, which I probably won't be using anymore, because I can make terra preta. I don't really have need for medium fertility soil. Maylin, thank you for the resub. And Declan, too. Happy New Year to you all. Another advantage of just doing home tasks... Oh, here we go. I'm blind, apparently. Is that I will be able to manage, like, leather making way, way, way better. Because I lost most of my backpacks, and I'm still on the grind to get them back. Alright, so now we have... This needs to be called like cobblestone, like a full block cobblestone, just for the door. And this door is solid pine, so we'll make another pine door. Everything, all of the fencing and all that can go. Which is funny, because like I've put it there and taken it out, and put it there and taken it out. We do have some mature fence, mature spelt as well, so I'll need to manage the farm at some point. So in terms of greenhouses, the only thing that is absolutely required is that at least 50% of the roof tiles in your farm is a transparent blocks, and there's varying degrees of ease in order to do that. You can obviously use glass. A really easy way, which I wanted to avoid because it feels a little cheesy, is glacier ice. So if you climb a really tall mountain, there's ice at the top of the mountain. Don't bother with lake ice. During the winter, lakes will freeze. Lake ice will melt. Whereas glacier ice never melts. So if you're trying to use ice for any sort of like transparent block purpose, use glacier ice. But at the top of mountains, it will be covered in glacier ice, so it's a plentiful resource that that you will probably not deplete. So replicating what we had, I think Trying to think here. I'll probably have the corners be full blocks, and then the sides be slabs, and see if I can get away with that. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to, like, build efficiently, and I haven't done a ton of, like, efficiency building in this game, so it's going to take me a minute to figure out. Plus, it looks like I'm going to use some blue clay as well. I'll have a door here. So the corners I'll have as solid cobblestone, and then the in-between areas I'll try as slab. And as long as the slabs inside corners are enclosed, it should work. With, like, some asterisks, we'll see. This is the point, is I'll tinker with the one in progress, and then once we get it all set up where it's enclosed and efficient and will eventually look nice, we can then retool the other one. So this is the height that we went with, and yeah. So full blocks for, like, the frame, I guess is one way to put it. Is that really? Oh yeah, because I made that a solid wall on the other side. Something to be fixed in the future. In fact, one way that I could experiment right now would be to see if I can start to use slab blocks in order to enclose. I always find it funny when it's like tells me the recipe for slab. It's like, make a slab into a slab. It's like, well, that's not helpful. So what I was thinking is it'd be cool if there was a window from the smithy into the greenhouse. So this area now is no longer a greenhouse. The things that have updated are going to register as non-greenhouse. And the idea that I had was to set up the slabs vertically like this. Maybe not on that side, but vertically like this, so that we can use like a fraction of the materials. And then see if that updates, and if that works, then that's a pattern that we can continue all around. Plus, it has like a nice depth to it that a flat wall doesn't. So then these here, like this growing onion is one to check in a minute to see if that gets updated into a greenhouse, because I believe this is flush and enclosed. But it takes a minute for greenhouse updates to ripple out. This, if done right, ought to save me a heck of a lot of material. And then this section here can be replaced with windows, so that from the smithy we can see straight into the greenhouse, which I think would look kind of nice. So back to the walls. That's going to be the same on both sides, right? Because we have this. This should be full blocks, so we can put stuff there. And then the idea is then to... I could slab either side. I guess it's nice to have space on the edge here. So maybe plan for the slabs to be on the outside, so it looks nicer from the inside. Because I think... It's not going to be all that common that I'm outside of this structure looking in, because we eventually will enclose into its own sort of compound. And then if the corners I can also chisel out so that it's nice and lined here with chisels, so it lines the floor up, carving out a quarter of the block. So there's still some full block usage. The other thing is, if we want to stop, and I mentioned this last stream, if we want to stop stuff from spawning, drifters won't spawn on slab blocks. So the other thing is I could do is I could replace the roof here, or line the roof with slab like this on top of the cobblestone, where it's the windows are kind of inset or something. Trying to figure out essentially how to make it so that the entire roof over the entire base is slab, so that drifters have nowhere to spawn on top of the base. That way, even when we have a full perimeter around the base, it's not like they can just spawn on the roof and keep growling at us. Because to some degree or another, like, we want to make sure that they can't be annoying. And yeah, attacking me is annoying, but also like growling at me constantly is equally annoying, I think. Alright, let's see if those onions have updated. No, they have not, so slab might not work. I really thought that this was enclosed. Well, let's see. Could just be update timers, but I'll come back and see if that updates. Where is blue clay? I've got a patch of blue clay east of me, and it is 2 in the morning, so it won't be too annoying to get out there in a minute. Obviously, I need like a more attractive... In fact, let's do that now. For now, at least, I can have scaffolding of ladders to get to construction spots. One day, I will have an enclosed base, and then I'll be able to hang up my armor every time I'm home. Because, yeah, they are understandably a little annoying. Okay, nothing is a greenhouse at the moment. Didn't I replace some crossbeams? I did. Up here. And these are slab. I feel like these onions are just fussy. I'm actually going to go back to what I had. And just, like, wait it out. I bet... Well, actually, I'm not sure about that. I think... Yeah, I'm not sure the timing required for tile updates. Cinelipples, thank you for the gifted subs. Yeah, because, I mean, there's a ton of stuff here that's like, some of it is in greenhouse, some of it isn't. It can't seem to decide what it is. Which means, I'll just walk away and check on it much later. Haven't trapped anything yet. And, cheers. Cheers to that. It's also worth noting, I'm playing on, the release candidate 5, which came out, like, what, 2 days ago? Something like that? Which was mostly just, like, little bug fixes. Most notably, the fixing of mash as a food fodder wasn't working in large troughs. Has a few other little bug fixes in that, but nothing that I think impacts me specifically. None of it was because I don't even have large troughs or animal fodder or anything like that, or fruit press or yeah. I could check the rot basket, yeah, because the rot basket should be updating more frequently, I'd imagine. I don't really know, like, what the tick updates are for this game. Like, I remember, you know, when I played Minecraft, tick updates were kind of a big deal to try to get redstone stuff working. And you could measure ticks because the shortest relay or whatever it was called was like a 1-tick relay. So it was like kind of incorporated into the game in a way where it was like, yeah, you're gonna know what a tick is. But here, like, I just don't know what the update ticks are. And if it's, you know, I think it's slower than, it's slow so that it runs well, which is smart, but then confusing. So nothing in this, no, some of this stuff still records as greenhouse, but the rot basket is cold. The rot basket is the reed chest here is telling me that it is not warm in this room. So let's try to fix that. First I'll change the roof. Good call about using the reed basket, as I was literally just demoing it for temperature. So it's still cold according to the basket. I must be a basket case listening to a basket for temperature readings. It's one of the things that, like, I kind of wish was incorporated in the game, and I couldn't even actually find a mod for it. Maybe one exists, then I just haven't sleuthed it well enough. Alright, it just got warm. Yep. That was the difference. So these slabs here, the glass slabs are fine. So let me try putting the slabs here. Maybe it's just the way I did the slabs. Oops, that's totally not how to do things. I did it twice. To jump. Oh, no, not there. There we go. Oh my god. Don't worry, 50th time's a charm. Okay, that's still warm. So, like, it was just the way I had the slabs oriented, which was the issue. Probably I need to go on the inside rather than the outside. So, if I am not mistaken... Oh, I did that backwards. It would be something like this. That should be insulating. Icefire, Winnie's, and Not Norwegian, thank you for the sub. Yes, that is insulating. Okay, so we're using slabs. Now we're slabbing. So that means that I have to have it inset. That's fine. Okay, so that looks insulating, though. I'm going to try it. I so regret this, but I'm going to try it this way. Because it looks enclosed to me. And then if this doesn't read as greenhouse, I will be rebuilding it. Rip me. But there's something that looks, I don't know, it looks nicer. And then you can also imagine, once I have plentiful glass, I can replace all these slabs with, like, glass slabs. And have a true sort of greenhouse-looking greenhouse. Camel Spider, thank you for the bits. We're getting daybreak. Soon these drifters will leave. So that part's done. Wait, what's different here? This is stairs to 1 block and then dirt. Stairs to 1 block. Oh no, this is the same. Just too smooth brain to figure it out. No, that wouldn't be 1 block. Oh, it's because the wall's there. Yeah. So this should be... Well, that won't be insulating. I don't think that this will work. I think that is that's a problem there. Oh, you managed to find your way up. How pleasant. I'll try it anyway, and then if it doesn't work, you know, I have the capacity to fix it. Oh my god, I keep making this stupid blueprint backwards. Because this corner is not enclosed. That much I know. So what I have right now will need to get tinkered with to be inside. Don't worry. I see you in the comments saying, hey, that won't work. I get it. All right. And then the other one was what? Crossbeams at 5, 3, 5, 3. Got it. This is sort of the layout. I do think that this entryway is problematic and will have to get fixed, but I'll start glassing this up. Do I even have the glass for that? I don't even know. That's borax. It is nice to have used so much of the stuff that was just sitting in here, because now it's sort of tidier. And yeah, I need strong tan. All right, let me move these things along as well. So I have a bunch of prepared hides. Eight large prepared hides. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could do 5. Got it. 25 left. That's pretty good. Sealed. So I am missing some tan in here. So the raw hides will be in the bottom, and then the prepared stuff or scraped stuff will be at the top. Borax. Let's go. Just, whoops, a slight detour because leatherworking is one of those, takes a very long time to process, so I might as well just get the process going. I would love to have all backpacks and then start working on like a jerkin or bow or something else. There's a lot to make with leather. Or spare backpacks, given my loot loss. I've like full lost gear before. Doesn't hurt to have backups. I think the glass that I made is up in the smithy though. That rings a bell. So 8 is the max. Sealed. And then we need some oak. I don't have enough oak for the tannin. Well, I'm not going to go all the way out right now for that. I'll have to wait. In fact, no, maybe not. I did have oak trees really close by. Yeah, there's oak that's really close by. Tiny little detour. Oh, it's the floating water area. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, which originally streamed live on Twitch, January 4th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.